I'm leaving tomorrow, and I gotta ask you about this rumor.
Is this the heroin thing?
Yeah.
Is this the heroin thing again?
Yeah.
It isn't true. What is so hard for you to believe?
The reason it is so hard to believe is because there is so much about drugs and addiction in the book.
That doesn't mean that it's autobiographical. The book stuff is meant to be a metaphor. What is... You don't believe a fucking word that I've said, do you?
I didn't say that.
I was not. I never was a heroin addict.
Okay, the rumor I heard was that in the late 80s, when you were at Harvard, you got involved with drugs and you had some kind of breakdown.
I don't know if I had a breakdown. I got very, very depressed. I told you that. It had nothing to do with drugs. I have spent most of my life in libraries. I never lived that dangerous kind of life, and I would never stick a needle into my arm.
Okay, so how do you think that rumor
I
got
have
started?
no
Okay.
idea. I have no idea.
All right, calm down.
And I'm telling you, if you were to structure this as some sort of like, and then he spiraled into terrible addiction sort of thing, it would be inaccurate. Okay. It was much more that I got more and more unhappy. The more unhappy I got, the more I would drink. There was no joy in that drinking. I used it for anesthesia, okay?
Okay. What kind of drinker were you? Were you a kind of falling down drinker? Were you waking up in the curb drinker?
No, I was not, okay?
All right.
Part of my reticence about this whole thing is that it won't make very good copy for you. Because no, I was not like that at all.
You did agree to this interview.
I know that I did.
All right, I'm not going to push much further. Sorry.
I'm also aware that some addictions are sexier than others. My primary addiction my entire life has been to television. I told you that. Now, television addiction is of far less interest to your readers than something like heroin that confirms the mythos of the writer.
Yeah, a myth I do not believe,
Right,
okay?
no, I know you don't believe that. I'm also aware that one of the things that's swirling around here is you want to have the best fucking article you can have. So, you know what? Why don't you write whatever the fuck you want? I am telling you that this was not a lost weekend sort of thing, nor was it some lurid, romantic, writer's alcoholic sort of thing. What it was a 28-year-old person who had really exhausted a couple other ways to live. Like really taken them to their conclusion. Which for me was a pink room with a drain in the center of the floor, which is where they put me for an entire day when they thought that I was gonna kill myself. Where I got nothing on, I got someone observing me through a slot in the wall. And when that happens to you, you become tremendously, just unprecedentedly willing to examine some other alternatives for how to live.